In this video, I'd like to talk about the Make Pop-Out Video tab in Keyword Researcher, tab number 2. The purpose of this tab is to create a link or an image, and when the user clicks on this link or image, the YouTube video will pop out and will appear in the middle of the user's web browser. So we can begin this process in the usual way. In our post, we have some sample content about cats, and here I have a cat video which I'm going to paste in from YouTube. Again, step 1 is just a simple, typical YouTube video link, and you simply copy it from your web browser in the typical fashion and paste it into the box in step 1. And of course, we'll make sure that we have our Make Pop-Out Video tab selected. And if you look below, you can see two options, step 2A and 2B. Now we can copy the HTML code from either one of these areas here. Let's go ahead and copy from step 2A. We want to paste our HTML code into our sample content. So I just come here with my mouse, or I can click Select All and right click and copy. Now I'll move up to my sample content, and I want to paste my HTML code into my sample content. Now this can be a little bit tricky in WordPress because you have to realize that WordPress has two tabs for editing content, the visual editor and the text editor. The visual tab is for editing text visually, and the text editor is basically for pasting the raw HTML. So below, we just copied our raw HTML, and so that's what we're going to want to paste here in the text version of the WordPress editor. So I'll come down and I'm just going to paste it right below our content. And so now I have a very typical HTML link. The anchor text, of course, reads my link, and when the user clicks this, a video will pop out. And just like any piece of HTML, we can type whatever we want here. For example, I can type funny cat video, and perhaps I'll move our little HTML code to the top where I have this sentence at which I'd actually like my pop-out video to exist. So I'll just paste it here, and you can see we've just moved our HTML to the first sentence of our content. So if I click back to the visual tab, this might be a little bit clearer. You can see we've just pasted our little piece of HTML right here in our first sentence. Now if I save my post by clicking the update button, and then if I proceed to the actual web page and click refresh, then you'll notice that my post appears right here, funny cat video. And now I can actually click this post with my mouse and the cat video will pop out. I can click the X on the top right to close the cat video. So again, let's examine our code. We'll click on the text tab, and if you're familiar with HTML at all, you'll notice this is a very simple bit of HTML code. This is just a typical link which has a little bit of code here which tells the Clever YouTube plugin to pop out this video, this YouTube video, when the user clicks this link. Again, all we're doing is copying and pasting from step 2A right here. And of course, we can repeat this process if we'd like to stick an image in our HTML code. The only difference is we would use the image tag instead of the words my link, but the process is exactly the same.